We are going to look back at this video that I made in February of 2021, where I invested $15,000 in some popular altcoins in cryptocurrency. We're going to look at the returns. We're going to look at the charts and talk about the move on some of these coins. Some of these coins are up over 200% since I made this video. We're going to talk about it right here in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. How's it going? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's Saturday morning, getting started today. What's funny is look at my hair 2 months ago. Look at my hair now. I look so much better with actual hair on top of my head. Look how much skinnier my face is. Look, that's kind of funny. Just not even so much how much money I've made or how good this video turned out, but just look at how much better I look. Oh man, I look so much better. So let's take a look at what is going on here. Portfolio, we had BCH, Bitcoin Cash. We had Litecoin. We had OXT. We had DNT. And then we had OMG. There was a lot of OMGs there. How did Bitcoin Cash work out for me? So at the time, I had 9 Bitcoin Cash that I paid around $500 for those 9, well, for each coin being around $500 at the time. Now, if we look at the chart, let's look at the chart, Patrick. Let's just look at it like, okay, from 500 to 1500, that's a 200% return. And well, here we are. Everybody said that I didn't know what I was talking about. They didn't know what I was doing. But hey, it worked out beautifully. And what's actually interesting is you can see here on the chart as well, if we go back to February 23rd, this was the low. This is when we were buying on this red candle right here. But we were buying this red candle. It dipped down here to the 450 area. We were buying here for the dip. You can see it actually went sideways for quite some time here. It went sideways till about April 5th. Started to make a move higher and then pushed up there to 1200, pulled back, and then ran all the way up there to $1,600 recently. So a beautiful trade here on Bitcoin Cash. I had I wouldn't say a lot of faith in Bitcoin Cash because that wasn't my largest holding, but I did have a decent amount of faith in Bitcoin Cash. And I said in that video why I believed that. Number one was because it was Bitcoin Cash, right? So when you go on Coinbase, the first thing people see is they see Bitcoin Cash, they see Litecoin, they see Bitcoin, they see Ethereum. And the thing is, one Bitcoin costs around $60,000, $50,000. Let's say, okay, one Bitcoin costs $50,000, but one Bitcoin Cash at the time only costs around $600, $800. So for someone who doesn't really know a lot about cryptocurrency, they think about it like, wow, I can own one Bitcoin Cash for $800. So I can own an entire coin, or I can own Bitcoin, which is going to be $50,000. So a lot of people I felt like would gravitate towards Bitcoin Cash, not just because of its fundamentals or anything like that, but really just because of the price. And that's, I think, what we saw happening here. And then just the overall move in cryptocurrency recently. So Bitcoin Cash, 200% move there on that one. Hey, if you guys want to be notified the next time I make a video about what cryptocurrency or what stock or anything that I'm buying, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can find out. And you can also lock in some gains, baby. Let's go. If we look at Litecoin, let's go back here on the chart. Let's look at the chart when we were buying at. February 23rd was when we were buying. This red candle right here, the price dipped down there to the 160 area. I had an average around 170. So Litecoin pulled back to that 160 there. It kind of based, had support there. 160 kind of held multiple times. And then we got the push up there to $360. Not bad, my friends. Not bad at all for just a YouTuber who doesn't know what he's talking about, as people said in the comment. Litecoin ran to 360. That was around 100% return, and that was my largest position. I had 30.26 Litecoin, so that was my largest position there in that portfolio. And I showed in that video Litecoin there with a 30.26. Now we got Litecoin, nice little move there on Litecoin. So that $5,000 turned into $10,000. And looking at Bitcoin Cash, that $4,000 investment on Bitcoin Cash turned into $12,000. So Bitcoin Cash really was the winner here in this video for me in terms of overall size invested. But you'll see here in a second with OMG, OMG really went to the moon. So I should have had more OMG. I should have had more OMG. OMG, this thing just went nuts recently. I don't know what is actually going on here, but OMG, we ended up buying this in February 23rd. It dipped down here to the $4 area. I had an average price of $4.51. So right here in this area buying on OMG, you can see it ran all the way to 11, and then look at it recently. It hit 16, almost $16 there, $15.50. So OMG really was the big mover out of this whole portfolio, but it was the smaller of the investments in comparison to Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. $2,200 invested in OMG, and now that OMG is worth $6,000. So that's about a 200% return there on OMG, and also it did dip down recently. So OMG hit that high of $15, $16. That would have been a lot better. I'd probably have like, $8,000 at that point. But OMG ran to $16. It pulled back to 11 right now. The bulk of the portfolio, as you can see there, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, OMG being the largest positions there. And then we got a little bit of Bitcoin. We had Orchid, OXT, and then DNT. So OXT was an interesting one as well, because OXT, if we go back here, it actually had a huge move there in April is when it really was the big mover for me. I was buying in February. So if we go back February 2021, we were buying there at the 45-cent area on OXT. OXT ran all the way up there to 90 cents. So over 100% return there on OXT at the point, at the high. It did dip down pretty hard recently. OXT kind of just really dipping down there after that big move up. Huge move up there to the 91-cent area. Kind of basing here. They had some stuff with Snowden, had some stuff going on with the privacy and all that. We still bought a pretty good dip area here at the 45-cent. Maybe look to see this thing push above $1 in the future. And then the other small investment was DNT. So DNT here, we ended up getting into the 24-cent area back there. 23rd of February was on this candle here. It pushed to a high of 45 cents. Not the biggest mover for us, but still green, about an 80%, 50% return there on DNT currently. But in general, what's really interesting here, though, is if you look at all of those February 23rd dip buys, pretty much every single cryptocurrency that we bought on February 23rd dipped to that low on that day and really hasn't went any lower since then. BCH, if you look February 23rd, the low being here at the 450 area, it touched that kind of multiple times as support there, but it did end up going to the moon. So that $15,000 portfolio is now worth $31,286. It's around 118% return. So around 118% return. I want to read some of the comments here. Oh, yeah, this guy, he was a hater. He said, I invested $15,000 into shitcoins. I don't even understand how they work. And you bought them after somebody already did 10 to 20%. Good luck. We bought the dip February 23rd, 2021. You can look at the charts on all of those cryptocurrencies that we mentioned here in the video. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, OMG, Bitcoin, Orchid, and District, DNT coin. Bought the dip February 23rd. And, well, we nailed it with really, I would say, OMG being our biggest mover. And then Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. But I would have, looking back now, obviously in hindsight, I would have wished I had more money invested in OMG, but I felt like I was playing it safe with Litecoin, playing it safe with Bitcoin Cash, and then OMG, Orchid, and DNT were more of like, those were the roll the dice. Those were roll the dice type of opportunities, and I think we capitalized on that. And yeah, cryptocurrency going to the moon. Dogecoin also, looking back now, if I would have invested $15,000 into Dogecoin, well, this would be a totally different video. I'd be on my mega yacht right now, wouldn't I? But hey, it is what it is. We got to take the trades we're going to take. We got to make the money we're going to make, and that's all it really comes down to. Making the video back there February 23rd for you guys, talking about these coins, talking about the charts, talking about my plan, and laying it all out there right here on YouTube for everybody to see. And well, here we are 2 months later. We're in the green, baby. We're in the green, 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 green. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on.